Hello, fabulous Aries. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of January 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, we have some very interesting phenomenon taking place, especially in regards to your ruling planet, Mars. So right out of the gate, as the month begins, and as the year begins, we have Mars standing across the sky from Jupiter. And then we progress towards the middle of the month. Mars will speak with Saturn and then meet Neptune in the sky, among all the other things that Mars and the other planets are doing. I do think that these three moments, if you will, these celestial occurrences best define what this coming month is likely to look like for you. And it really comes down to you looking at what you really want. And as lofty as that might sound, what is it that you really wish for in your life? Well, it does look like you're starting off the year with some clarity, some understanding that this is what you want, this is what you're going for. But a part of you might feel that it is far, it is at a distance, or might feel that you don't have the social circle or the social system sort of in place that would support the direction it is that you want to go. What is really great is that you see your way there. There is a pathway forward and you can see it as long as it might look. Don't let that daunt you. And you may be surprised actually, and this may be something you need to remind yourself as the year begins, literally, and I know it's cliche, and I'm sorry to use it, but you know, it's said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Well, if you're just looking at the destination, you might feel that you could never get there. But really, if you're focused on what's in front of you to do, it's amazing how quickly those steps go by, how quickly those miles go by. Then we get you a little bit later as we progress towards the middle of the month. Mars will change signs, move into a part of the sky that is just before yours, the sign just before yours. And this really sets up a period of time for the coming weeks where you are preparing on a level of psyche, on a level of spirit, for a brand new cycle coming up just a few weeks down the road after this month is over. So we have Mars moving into this part of the sky, and just as Mars steps in here, speaks with Saturn. Now, Saturn right now has just moved into a new sign for you, and this is really about vision. This is about you stepping onto a bigger stage, exploring more of the world, and seeing your place in the world differently as well. This is about you putting those things into place that you hope will manifest and reap fruit further down the road. So we have got this part of you, this determination, the way that you understand yourself, moving into a very quiet part of the sky where your fears are, where your unconscious motivations are, speaking to Saturn, which is a symbol of restriction, but speaking to this other part of you that's saying, I want to be more, I want to do more. But ultimately, to me, this conversation says, I want to do more, I want to be more, I want to see more, but I'm afraid. How can I do that? That is so crazy. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself to say that any vision you have, that there's some way in which it would be more difficult to achieve just because it's you trying to undertake it. So this ultimately is about you looking at your fears, looking at how you get in your own way, looking at where it is that you believe that there is some limitation on you. And ultimately, as you acknowledge that, you might find that a lot of the limitations are so self-imposed. And I think that this moment is really going to come as we move right in the middle of the month, Mars meeting Neptune. I do think this is going to be a big moment for you. This conversation to me says inspiration. This conversation says that the dream is possible. And for you, it is a very deep faith and a very deep knowing, a sense that, and it may be largely unconscious, but a sense that miraculous turnarounds can happen. And I think that for a number of you out there, There is likely to be some kind of really poignant dream where you literally feel like you got the message you needed to help you move in a direction that you really wanted to go anyways, like whether it's one of your ancestors, whether it's a spirit guide, but it's almost as if someone gives you permission so that you can do what it is that you truly desire to do, so that you can embrace a dream with faith and with hope. This is the month to begin keeping a dream journal as well. It will reveal where your power is, and it will reveal where your action steps are. This is a month that will challenge you, and it will make you confront some fears, but also will leave you with inspiration and hope and a vision for what could be for your life. In fact, I do think that it's almost as if you have to get in touch with the fear so that you can acknowledge them and get them out of the way. Look at what is in your way first before you realize that it's just an illusion and you don't need it to be there anymore. Once you do that work, you will find that literally not only are you restored to a sense of self and a sense of empowerment, but from that place, really, you feel ready to take on the world.